it's the sweetest vegan here, and today on the show we will be discussing vegan vaccines, or if they exist, and my thoughts on them, and we'll be making focaccia bread. So I got a message yesterday, a personal message in my box. If you have any questions and want to hear my opinion, just send me a message. Pretty Mary Sunlight sent me a message saying that she was starting college. It was her first year, and she was wondering if she should get vaccinated next semester, which is when she plans or was supposed to get vaccinated. And she knows that vaccines use animals and things like that. And she was wondering, as a vegan, what were my thoughts on them? For one, disclaimer, I've never gotten a flu shot just because my mom told me I had never had the flu before, so what was the point of getting a flu shot? That's really crappy logic, but that's why I still haven't got the flu shot yet in my life. I'm only 22, but I don't plan on getting the flu shot this year. As a public health person, we are very pro-vaccination and not just depending on herd immunity. As a vegan, do I agree with vaccines? No, but I told her that vegans, they don't like to admit it, but there are certain parts of life that we cannot separate from animals, not just yet. Science and technology led us to use animals in a certain way, and it's going to take that amount of time, if not more, to reverse that and change science and technology not to use animals for, our advancement. I told her if she is a freshman in college and she is living in a dorm environment, if it were me, I would get vaccinated. That is just something that vegans, I would have to come to terms with as far as using animals and exploiting animals. Vaccinations are a choice that non-vegans and vegans face. A lot of people don't like to get their toddlers or babies vaccinated, and they sign waivers when their children go to school, and they aren't vegans. They are just concerned about the safety of the vaccination, the effectiveness of it, the cost and benefits, like how much side effects or what are the repercussions from this vaccination based off of what it's going to provide my child. So that's an ongoing discussion for non-vegans and vegans, and I personally think it's a personal choice, and it is up to you. As a public health person, it is a form of preventative medicine, so I am for it as far as that. As a vegan, it is something that I just have to come to terms with and hope that technology and science lead us in a different direction in the future. In the comments below, tell me what you think. Please, I beg you, leave your opinions below. I know you all have a lot of them, vegans and non-vegans, and we'll just discuss it. We'll see what we come up with. How about that? Yeah. But until then, let's go in the kitchen and make our focaccia. In 1/2 cup of warm water with 1 teaspoon sugar, you're going to use 1 packet of dry yeast. And you want to dissolve it. And you're going to leave this until about 10 minutes or until we start to see a lot of bubbles, I guess. Okay, in a bowl, we're going to add 3½ cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, add in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now you're going to add in your yeast mixture and continue to stir until it forms a smooth ball. When you have a smooth ball, you want to coat the sides of the bowl with oil. Then you want to turn the whole ball around 1 time so that the whole thing is lubricated. Okay, so it's been sitting for 2 hours. Can you tell that it is risen? I'm going to add in 2½ tablespoons of rosemary. Now I'm going to punch it down and knead it some more. Once you've done that, press the dough into a 9-inch pan. I'm going to get some more flour. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Once it is set again for an hour, I'm going to drizzle it with a little bit more olive oil. I'll rub it a little bit. I make impressions. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'm going to let it stay in the oven for 20 to about 25 minutes. It rolls some more. It is beautiful. So yes, this is my piece. This took hours, y'all. Hours. It is so good.